I'm going to read a poem called Misericordia. And it's the result of a trip I made to the islands where my grandparents came from. 3 of my grandparents came from, this is the card I reference in the poem. They came from Terceira, which is one of the islands in the Portuguese archipelago of the Azores. Most mornings, she begins work before the sun. By the time the sun lightens enough to be sure of day's return, she's earned a cup of coffee, a quiet moment to look out the window at the thin breeze gently shaking awake leaves on the orange tree and roses in the yard. Her eyes turn to a postcard her brother sent from their ancestral homeland, Ilha Terceira, Azores, Portugal, of an historic church painted blue and white with a curious name, La Igreja da Misericordia, Church of Misery, she surmises, and starts to remember the suffering life endures, not knowing why it begins or if it ends, and the water that spills out of suffering to fill the crevices of time. The seconds, the hours, the days, every space that's absent of water, until every space is full, every time full, and every life full. Looking up the word, she finds she had it wrong. Misericordia, Latin for mercy, God's forgiveness of his creatures' offenses. That's heaven's mercy, of earth's mercy, his creatures' forgiveness of God's offenses. The morning light reveals one world, only one, not that more was expected nor more needed. Everything's here at this hour, at all hours. Mercy's complicated charity spinning equal favors over earth, on parts that smile, on parts that don't smile, on parts that cannot smile. The woman here stands for every person. She finds evidence in sunlight, in flowers, the perfume of coffee, to suspect mercy. Obviously, she can't be sure, no one can, such the limits of human capacities. Yet she gives herself to the proof of senses and finds assurance in what the world offers, even the miseries, even the mercies. Yes, thank you.